things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Badgers will put it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Washington. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They'll run play action. There's the pressure. Creates a little space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Ducks are on the move. Power football with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mitchell. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work for the 1st time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Badgers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. So now it's 2nd and long.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready because I know you can make that catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Here's a Heat. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Got him downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Gonna look downfield again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snap from the gun on third down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. With the catch, it's Washington. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Got enough for the first. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Rolls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Off the play fake on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Cincinnati is currently a bid right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up 14 over West Virginia.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their trap at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover. Great place to start for this offense.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Pressure coming. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never. Chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay. Comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third. There he goes! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see him ran so successfully.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside away.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Snagged out in the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll send out the kicker here. Splits the uprights, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Using his legs, it's Riggs. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running to Green. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The hand to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. Working on the right. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Still looking on the move. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Humphries. Wide open downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Rides the back on the option, the give. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if we have an injury on. Oh, they block it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7th. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Slithers into space. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll run it from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Humphries. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And the Ducks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the big fullback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Ducks want to move quickly. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Humphries. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. He splits the upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bringing it back. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time is run out.